We are on the way to the Ripped Bodice. First we're in a shop because they move all their displays whenever they have events. And then the event is this afternoon for Wrangled and Wrangled. It's a discussion and a signing. And we have been to every other event for Lyla at the Ripped Bodice, so we're very excited for this.
Then we're gonna go eat some lunch.
Yes.
And then we'll go back for the event.
Come along with us. Why am I a fucking dork?
Excited? I do like this one though. Yup.
The vibes.
These are the vibes.
Mafia Virgin.
I have that one.
A pack for autumn. They're in a book discussion.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's this?
Met the most perfect man.
Oh yeah,
that one's so good.
That one's really good. That one's good.
She's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, she Boricua. They look really pretty together.
Weigh in at the comments.
Weigh in the comments. We're gonna be gone. I think you should get both of them. I might put this one back though. I don't know.
Help.
I don't know.
What?
The entrance by the basilisk.
I think I'm gonna listen to these back.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna listen. I'm definitely getting this one though, because I like pacing.
Yeah, I like this cover. Which one?
Ooh.
What is that?
That was nice.
Show it to the class.
Cozy lamp, or monster.
I like the cover. This one. Oh, I haven't seen that either. You've read her. I haven't though. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Maybe it was this one.
Cover is right
your damage?
I did like 80 something.
Yeah.
What did you do?
132. It's good. They have a lot of sign books and stuff, so we always like getting those.
Ones that you could get like on Amazon, but you don't want to buy it on
Yeah.
Amazon, so
Yeah.
you just buy it there.
Yeah, like indie pub stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why also we love to go to the Ripped Bodice because they have that stuff available for you. So they start checking you in at 3:30. It is like 2:45. We're already in line.
Yeah.
Hi. I like it when it's comforting since we were here last time.
So since we were here last time, lots has happened. How are you feeling? Right now, this moment.
This moment I feel amazing. This moment is great. So how many of you were here when Becca and I were here for Slipped and Saddled like almost a year ago? I see oh my god.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna start crying. I see so many familiar faces whenever I'm here, and it's always so comforting. But I feel good. A lot has happened. I can't believe it's happened. I feel like Slipped and Saddled, like that was like 9 years ago. But I also feel like it was yesterday. And I feel
That are in your books, and it's so special. You put so much of your, not a lot of authors. I feel like you can maintain a healthy distance between what you write, what you create, but not you. God damn it! You put your whole heart in the book, and I think as a reader, as someone who consumes your books, I feel it, and that's so special. And I'm just so proud of you that what you've created from your heart has landed with so many people. Did y'all expect this?
like I don't want him to actually be slutty, but I want him to look like he can fuck. You know what I'm saying? And so I love it when he just looks a little bit slutty. And I was thinking about like Luke Brooks' slutty thing is like his muscle tees, nips out. Wes I think has like the dimples, which I'm like, those are also a feature that I love.
And the chaps.
And the chaps. The chaps are so slutty.
For non-Western girls, the chaps are very slutty.
Yes. And just to be so clear, a lot of people will say like assless chaps. All chaps are assless. So you can just, it's redundant. You can just say chaps. And forget Gus mustache, whatever. And
Wait, we have to. So I think it was a week ago. You posted on Threads. Okay, so Lyla typically when she's testing out a thread, she will text me. And if I have a big reaction to it, if I get angry, she's like, great, then I'll post this in 20 minutes. And so she texted me, I was washing my baby's bottles at the time. She texted me, I think Gus would have had a soul patch. Out of nowhere. And the anger that coursed through my body immediately, I just said no. That's the shortest text I've ever sent you, no. And then 20 minutes later, lo and behold, the world.
and they were angry. But I giggled about it the rest of the night. I was like, this is so funny. Because a mustache is like a trendy little facial hair moment, right? And so like if we place Gus Ryder as he is now, a 36-year-old man, back in 2005, you're telling me
I'm telling you.
that you wouldn't have had a soul patch? I'm in charge.
Okay, but
So that's his slut thing. It would have been a soul patch in 2005 though. Maybe a puka shell necklace. Just kidding.
oh my god, could you imagine?
No, that would be
so
super
angry about it.
That would be super Wes, and Wes would be wearing one, and Gus would be like, "Take that off right now."
We were discussing downstairs too if Gus would have tips.
Frosted tips.
Frosted
yeah,
tips.
and I think
It would be no, but I feel like maybe Wes.
Yeah, maybe Wes.
Wes would have done the sun in.
Yeah,
that's right.
totally. As like a 15-year-old boy, and he would have been like.
First north of Meadowlark. It's a town that's like a little less idyllic, a little drearier. It's under, like there's part of Sweetwater Peak that never comes out of the shadows because of the Sweetwater Peak, because that's real, it's real in my head. And that's where I'm taking you guys next, after probably Ranch. There's no cell phone service about an hour out, so make sure you charge your phones and you send any text you need to send before then. But Sweetwater Peak is a little ghost town, and I'm so excited to share this with you because it feels like all of the things that you might expect from a Lyla Sage novel, but also with like a more pure kind of Lyla Sage there. Like I love scary stories, I love ghosties, I love any sort of paranormal element. You guys know I love to read horror, and there are some of those elements trickled into this like fun ghost town romance. And I said this last time I was here, but the reason these two are like connecting, these two characters, should I say their names?
Yes.
I'm like, can I say their name? You can say their Okay.
She signed off.
That's my editor. Their names are Brady.
She looks very big. She's like, oh, okay. Okay, go.
Brady and Collins. Brady Cooper and Collins Cartwright. Brady is a small town upholsterer who kind of escaped to Sweetwater Peak, and Collins Cartwright is a down on her luck photographer who is coming back to Sweetwater Peak. And there's forced proximity because I'm convinced that anybody will fall in love with anyone if they spend enough time together. I'm also convinced that I could convince anybody to fall in love with me if they would just hang out with me.
Okay, locked in a room together.
Yes. Yes, we would leave that room married. That's anyone. Do you want to spend the day in a room together?
Yes,
For sure.
we have done that. We did that today.
I know, the stupid husband keeps getting in my way. So annoying. But Collins can talk to ghosts, okay? And so she's always like yapping to the ghosts that Brady can't see, and Brady is like, what is wrong with this woman? He's like, but she's kind of hot though. And so it's been so fun to explore like a new town, a new place, new characters who feel very different to characters that I've written before, but feel, you know, like so much of me.
We got stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Too many things.
Yeah.
It's exciting. This bag is really cute too.
Yes. I want it. I didn't know.
It's new, I think, because
Yeah.
I didn't see it last time.
No, I don't think so. It's like the perfect size for books, though. It's super cute.
And I wanted a tote.
Yeah.
That I didn't get.
Yeah.
Because self-control.
Yeah. You have it.
But
I
$3
know.
for this is good.
Yeah. It's really
Good.
cute. I brought some totes to like carry it around with because it's like a long trek for us.
They'll probably have like a lot more cute things.
Yeah, I know.
Because there was a lot of new things.
Yeah, I was
lot
gonna
of new
say
things.
because we've been a couple of times, mainly for events, except for the very first time we went to check it out, and they had a lot of new like totes, shirts, hats, stickers, bookmarks.
The jacket. The
Oh
Ripped
yeah,
Bodice
they have a
jacket.
jean jacket. Yeah,
It's like the back has like the Ripped Bodice
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I know. It's so cute.
I really wanted a tote though.
Yeah,
But I don't need more totes. I have a lot of totes.
yeah.
But yeah, this is what we got. We're gonna share some stuff.
Yeah. The first one I have is A Brush with Love by Maisie Eddings. I already read this one, but I actually gave book number 1 to somebody, so I didn't have book number 1, and they're signed. So I was like, okay, I have all the other ones in the series, Late Bloomer, and she signed it. Let me see. And she has a little tooth on it. Super cute. So yeah, I have all the other ones, so I was like, I need to recomplete my collection, and it's signed, so I was excited.
Yeah, one thing about Ripped Bodice is that we will buy books if they're signed.
Yeah.
Like we always check out the signed section that
Mhm.
they have.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Especially if in our state we don't get that many authors. So
Mhm. If you're gonna buy, because it's the same price, like they don't up the price or anything because it's signed, so it's just really cool to get a signed copy for like the same price as a paperback. And you can also order signed copies online from them as well, which I also do all the time.
she does.
Yeah, I just love having signed copies. I just think it's so cool. Personalize them too if you order it like before the event.
I got Broken Bonds. Finally.
Finally.
First book. I read all of them, and I have been meaning to actually add the physical copies to my shelves.
Mhm.
And Alondra and I were like, okay, if you get it, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And so we both got it. And it's cute. This is what it looks like, a little skull right there. But yeah, I want to collect all of them. But I couldn't do just all of them at once. So
Yeah.
one at a time.
Yeah.
One at a time.
When we go back. I also got Beautiful Exile by Catherine Cowles, and this one is also signed. Yeah. She signs at Cat Cowles.
It's cute.
When I went to Barnes & Noble Union Square for the Julie Soto event, she had also been there, and she had signed books too, but I didn't get this one. This one was sold out of all the signed copies there. So when we were at the Ripped Bodice, I was like, oh my god, let me check. Yeah, this one was signed. So I was like, yay, I can complete my set. Also, this one has like a dust jacket. It's like a reversible dust jacket, I guess. And it has, let's see, I don't know really where to hold it. Over here, maybe up, down. It has art in it, so I think that's really cool.
Look
So
at that
it is.
backdrop right there.
I know.
Oh, my lemon.
So I thought that was so cool. So I was like, okay, yeah, I might as well like get it to complete my signed set.
Mm-hmm.
So far, at least. How many books are on this series? 2 more that have to come out. I'll have to order them from the Ripped Bodice too when they come out if she goes again. So I can
I
have
only
them all
have
signed.
The first 3 and they're not signed.
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting that one.
Yeah.
But I was like, I think I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
I
Even though I really liked the dust jacket on that one.
I know. I was surprised. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't know if that was like for indie bookstores maybe that had events or something. I don't. I haven't read any of her books yet, but I have them all signed.
Mm.
I think I'm really gonna like her, so that's why I keep doing it.
Yeah, I read all the missing pieces. I'll talk about it in our TBR wrap up video. But I think you're gonna like her, so
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Thank you for validating my choices.
My next one, I saw this and I was like, oh ho ho. We both got
We
it.
both got it, yeah.
Paisley Hope.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed Training the Heart and Holding the Reins.
Mhm.
Those two, I ate those 2 books up.
Yeah.
Like this past week.
Yeah, you read them so fast.
Yeah, like I listened to them. I did cheat a little bit with the speed, but it was so good.
Yeah.
Like I loved it. And so how can I not get this cover? Look at this cover.
I know.
Look how beautiful that is. Like
Yeah. I didn't even know this was this. So I also have Holding the Reins and Training the Heart.
Mhm.
I have those still. I haven't read them yet. I do think I'm gonna like those a lot too. I I had seen this and I was like, oh my god, I should read that because I feel like I'm gonna love it. And I didn't even realize it was the same author. It just like didn't click in my head. So
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you already read those 2 and you do like her
Yes.
because I'm sure
Yes.
that like this one's gonna be like her same kind of style of writing. So I'm excited. It's a little dedication. You wanna read it?
To all my good girls who know falling in love with the king of an outlaw motorcycle club doesn't mean your mission in life is to change him. Instead, it is to embrace the wicked inside you and become his badass queen.
That's cute. But yeah, this cover art is just like amazing.
It's so nice.
Yeah. Next, I got Business Casual and In the Weeds from BK Borison. She was there for the event to do a discussion with Lyla, but she had signed books beforehand. She didn't stay for like the signing line and stuff. But when we went for Swift and Saddled, she was also there with Lyla, and there was like a limit to how many you could get signed. I think it was 2. I don't remember. Anyway, I couldn't get the whole series signed, so I picked up the 2 that I was missing from that. At the time that I had gotten them signed, I hadn't read her yet. I am almost done with First Time Caller, and I freaking love it. So I'm very excited that I got these 2 signed too. I'm so excited to start this. It starts with Love Light Farms though, so I feel like I'm gonna have to wait until the winter.
I have that one signed. Yeah. That's the only one I got signed when she did the other event.
I don't know if I can bring myself to start Love Light Farms
now.
Yeah. I feel like I have to start it in the winter.
Are they interconnected? Is that why? That makes sense.
I have to read them in order. You know I can't not do that.
And on that note, I got First Time Caller signed.
Yeah.
I think it's just cute. I know I'm gonna like it.
Yeah. They killed it with that cover.
It's cute. It's so cute.
It's like nostalgic vibes. This is the first of a series, and these are all based on Nora Ephron movies. So this one's based on Sleepless in Seattle. I don't know how she does it, but like the mix so far of like being nostalgic but also being modern is seamless. It's so good. Ooh. Yeah, I'm excited for you to start that.
Yeah, I'm in a romance kick right now. I've like finished like 1,000 romance books. Yeah, maybe this will be my next one. I don't know. My other one is a gothic sapphic romance.
That's like everything you love.
I know.
Gothic, sapphic, and romance. Is it fantasy too?
I think so.
Or is it dark romance?
Let me see. I think it's dark romance. I don't see anything. Yeah, dark romance. Lady Venom takes a mistress, and Alondra pointed this out to me because it's so tiny that like anyone could miss it. Really, we stood in that erotica section for so long.
I know,
and I still didn't see this at all. But then she pulled it out, and she was like, a gothic lesbian romance, and I was like, give me that. Yeah, it's very, very short, so I could probably finish this really quick. But this is cool.
Oh, what is show me too, because I want to see it. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Good thing she pointed out to you. There's so much to look at when you go into Ripped Bodice. You just keep circling the same areas over and over again, to be honest. I think we like looked at the like erotica section and the fantasy section just like over and over and over again.
And they have a lot of titles that aren't in a lot of bookstores.
Yeah, they have a lot of like indie published titles there available for you. So I really like that too, because then you can like hold it and see it and stuff before you decide to buy it.
That's usually the titles that we tend to buy too.
Yeah, it's like signed copies and then indie pub titles.
Our last one, funny story about this one. I had pulled it from the shelf. Yeah. And I was like reading the back of it or whatever, and then Alyssa goes, "Wait, does that one have a skull in the front? Give me.
All I saw was the back. And I was like, I think I recognize that book from the back. And I was like, is there a skull in the front? And then I was like, I need that. Give it to me now. I've just seen this cover. I've seen people reading it. And I'm like, I feel like I'm going to like that.
Yeah, I read the back and I was like, oh yeah.
I don't think I've even... Ex-boyfriend's father, sign me up.
That's all you need. That's exactly. I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's small town.
Cowboy, I'm assuming.
Cowboy. Yeah, it's Mountain Ranch.
Yeah. Crimson Ridge.
It's like what happens when you're snowed in on a mountain ranch with the one man you definitely should not be fantasizing about. It's a cute cover.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I'm excited this was there because I have been definitely like curious about this one because we are, I don't know, I'm on a cowboy kick.
Oh yeah, me too.
So yeah.
It says, for the readers ready to wear the hat and get railed in the backseat until you forget your own name, Daddy Colt has a spot in his truck just for you.
That kills me.
That's it. That's literally it.
Yeah.
You also have some other things, right?
Yeah, I have 2 other things. I did get, they have so many stickers. I'm gonna like, I don't know if you can really see that. This one says Hopeless Romantic. It's a vinyl sticker. They have so many cute freaking stickers there. I love it. And then I also got, it's like a little jewelry box. So it's from Books to Books, subtle bookish merch based in Brooklyn, New York. And so they had these just there in the store, and they had like one on display. Comes in this really cute little box. It's like an enemies to lovers necklace. So one side says enemies, and there's like a hand gripping someone else's hand that has like a dagger in it. And on the back it's lovers, and it's like they're holding both of the hands together. It's so freaking cute. We'll definitely film a close-up. But yeah, I love it. I saw it and I was like, I have to get it. I really do like bookish like jewelry, but it is kind of difficult to like buy it online without seeing it in person sometimes. So I'm really happy they had this there, like in store. I love it. It's so freaking pretty.
Yeah, I love all the like trinkets and stuff that they have just around the store. Because that was like what, on an end cap or something?
Yeah.
Like a table.
It was like a little table, yeah. They had other jewelry there that was like not bookish themed, but probably just like local artists and stuff.
But yeah, if you haven't been and you can go to the Ripped Bodice in Brooklyn, New York, then definitely go. Yeah. They do have another spot too if you're all the way in Cali.
Yeah, in LA.
You've been to that one, right?
It was really cute too. Yeah.
I want to go.
I know. I was like, I remember, I think I like made the drive, because it wasn't close to where I was, but I made the drive out there to go to that one because I was like, I have to go to both.
Is it in a cute area?
Yeah. Book chat's part of the video for Wild and Wrangled, which is what we went to the event for. It's the last book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series.
It was very bittersweet.
Yeah, it really
be
was.
With Lyla and having her
I know.
talk about that. We really, really love this series. What a way to close out the series.
I know.
With freaking Dusty and Cam with his slutty little crop tops.
Yes. Slutty little neck tattoo.
And his slutty little nose ring.
Yes.
Like, he's just such a little slutty man.
I know.
But he's such a sad boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole time I was like,
he's just
Dusty, my heart.
He's like yearning for years.
It was like, what, 15 years?
If you have already read it, then you already know. But I guess if you're just watching the video just to watch it, you're not going to read it. So basically, at the end of Lost and Lassoed, we find out Cam was like engaged to marry some man, but Dusty and Cam have like a background. They were lovers when they were teenagers.
High school sweethearts.
Yes, definitely. And then at the end of Lost and Lassoed, you find out that Cam gets left at the well, not really at the altar. She's gonna make it to the altar before her fiance leaves her a note. It's like, I can't do this. So she flees the church. She ends up at a bar, and
guess who's there?
Dusty.
Our boy Dusty.
I freaking love that, dude. So she locked herself in the bathroom after all the other brothers from Rebel Blue try to come like after her, and Dusty's the only one that can get her out of the bathroom.
Just like no one else. And we do get flashbacks of younger Dusty and Cam.
I
in
love
high school.
the flashbacks.
Yeah, we get like them passing notes in class. Him declaring his love in class.
Yes.
Because they get caught by the teacher.
Yeah, her passing the notes.
Yeah. We get a flashback of them, like, their first kiss. Flashback of them in his Bronco. And Cam's mom is like, get out of the Bronco.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah. And when they first meet.
Everything. It's just, I knew that my heart would get toyed with Miss Lyla Sage. I don't know what you did. We also did mention that to her. Yeah. You were like,
I was like, why did you have to make me cry so much during this freaking book?
She was just like, I had to.
She was like, I love it.
Yeah.
When I was reading this, I was like, my heart was in my throat the whole time I was reading this book, because you already know that there is like background between Dusty and Cam, and obviously he has the A tattooed on his neck, which is her initial of her last name. He calls her Ash, which is his nickname for her. You already know that like going into the book, and you know that like he was affected when he realized she was engaged. I just knew. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so bad. I'm gonna cry so much.
Yeah, the history between them, we find out while present day is happening. Yeah. And while we see Cam trying to fight against this like yearning and desire to be with Dusty, we also get the backstory of what actually went down. And present day, no one knew exactly what the hell happened and why they kind of just like had to go in their separate ways. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I did think it was gonna be a little miscommunication situation
of why they broke up the first time. Yeah.
And so I was hoping it wasn't, and it wasn't. It wasn't. Lyla was not gonna do that to us because she knows.
I thought it was gonna be her parent. I was like, her parents did something like unforgivable or something.
I didn't get that vibe because I feel like with the way it was going, like she was like, she didn't care what her parents said. Yeah. You know what I mean? She was just like, I'm gonna go sneak out with Dusty. I'm gonna be with Dusty. I don't care. Even like when the parents gave her a car, they were like, as long as you don't go meet with Dusty. And she didn't give a fuck. Yeah. She still went. So I was like, I don't think she would really care what the parents would say. We get to the point where Dusty finds out that she's actually like pregnant. Yeah, that was devastating. I was like, oh boy. Yeah. And you thought for a second that
because they were just kind of like I don't know. I knew that the flashbacks and stuff were leading up to something, and I knew that he like had said he wanted to know more about how Riley like came to be and stuff like that. I thought for a hot second, I was like, what if Riley is not Gus's child? What if it's Dusty's kid and like her parents made her cover it up?
So I had that thought for a split second.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh wait, no, never mind. Everyone says how much Riley looks like Gus, so like I'm like, no, never mind.
I don't think that they would do that to her, like to Riley.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's too like intense.
Yeah.
Because you're basically having Gus pretend he's a dad. So that's why I was like a split second, and then I was like, no, I don't think that would actually happen.
Yeah. I think I felt that way because I knew that like we were leading up to something. Like the flashbacks were leading up to something big, and so I was like a little worried. But then I was like, yeah, no, there's no way.
And then we do find out what happened.
That was nuts. The way that things came together. So it was the night we learned about in Lost and Lassoed where Gus is at the Devil's Boot. Teddy is there. Teddy tries to fight some giant ass man, and Gus is like, what are you doing? Like, this is Emmy's friend, so like, let me just like get her. Then Gus kisses her like in the alley, or I think out back behind Devil's Boot.
Yeah, I think in the back.
And then he like flips out, and that kind of starts the whole thing with Gus and Teddy for Lost and Lassoed. But then we find out, like, after he, like, kissed her and ran away, he went back into the bar. Cam is sitting there, like, kind of drowning her sorrows because she learns Dusty's dad died.
Yeah.
And so then that's how her and Gus kind of, like, come to be for that one night to make Riley.
Yeah, that's how Riley was conceived.
Yeah. And it's...
But it's... Honestly, like, my brain was like, oh.
I know. I was like, on the same night, that's insane. And then you get Dusty's perspective of him, like, being upset that his dad is, like, not there anymore. It's just, like, both of them were in their grief. They just, like, yeah, they just did different things. But it just happened to be the same night that Gus also kissed Teddy.
Yeah, and the next morning, Dusty, like, messages Cam back. It's like, thank you, or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God. And she's in the bed with Gus. And I'm like,
yep.
What split them up in the first place was just different aspirations in life.
Yeah.
Different dreams. Like, they were very young, too.
They were so young. And it was like, Dusty kind of knew what he wanted to do. Like, he wanted to go travel. He wanted to go experience the world. And Cam, I feel like just the way that she was raised didn't have a chance to figure out what she really wanted aside from what her parents wanted for her. So then when she did go with Dusty, she was just like, I'm just not happy here because like she's basically living his dream.
Yeah.
So she did want to be with him, but it wasn't what she wanted for her dream. And so they did split, which I think that decision was a very like adult decision. That was very good of them to see that they weren't on the same page at the same time. But the way that she left was kind of
that
heartbreaking.
That was the wild part. I was like, okay, they talked about it.
Yeah.
She vocally said she was not happy. And he actually was like, I was worried that you didn't want to go to school because, like, that's something that she wanted to do for sure. And, like, Dusty knew that. Yeah, she, like, ends up just writing on a sticky note, on a Post-it, like, no, this is not working. And then just leaves. Impulse decision. You guys were doing great talking this out. And she just leaves like that.
Yeah.
Why do it like that? Why do that to Dusty?
Yeah.
Please.
I know.
Come on, Cam. Later on in the book, she almost does the same thing. Hello?
You know what? It just came to me?
Huh.
You know what Cam's theme song is? The Bolter by Taylor Swift. I mean, they talk about it like that she gets, she's skittish and she gets scared and she
runs away.
Bolts.
She has to find a place for her and Riley to kind of live, you know?
After she didn't break up with her fiance, but
she has to move out.
They broke up together. Yeah. She has to move out and find a place for her and Riley.
Yeah, and she ends up at this elderly woman's home.
She needed to go to like a nursing home because she couldn't get around by herself anymore. She just like couldn't keep up with her own house. Okay. Yeah.
She like moves into this house and it's like her dream house. This is Cam's dream house. And we later find out who owns the house. Dusty.
Yeah.
Dusty owns the house.
Yeah.
This happened like 5 years ago. She was like, you know, planning to like sell it to someone. And Dusty was like, in his mind, he kind of was thinking of Cam in a way. And so she gets mad. She gets upset that Dusty didn't tell her.
Girl, I don't know why she gets upset. This man literally knew that was your dream house because you guys went there all the time when you were younger. And then he was like, let me just like buy it just in case Cam wants it. It's literally her dream house. Why are you gonna get mad at that, Cam?
A man buys you a house.
He bought you a whole ass house. A whole ass dream house.
For you and your daughter. That man loves Riley.
Yeah.
And Riley, oh my God, those moments between Dusty and Riley. And you could slowly start seeing Riley kind of like start to love Dusty. And I'm like, the bracelets?
Yeah, I know.
The
they
bracelets?
make like friendship bracelets.
He makes her like a leather bracelet that she wears all the time during her competitions and stuff. Riley made him like a little arts and crafts bracelet, like a blue one, because that's his favorite color.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I know.
so
That cute. I know. They're so freaking cute. I love it.
I also love that in her books, she shows how like that could be like a healthy parenting where the child not only has two parents before.
She like definitely talks a lot about how Gus and Cam have like created this like perfect co-parenting thing, and how they're both like very careful about who really interacts with Riley and who's in her like family circle kind of thing. It's so cute to see that like Riley has so many people around her that love her.
All the yearning really got to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
She sobbed.
I sobbed. I cried. I think I teared up multiple times. So I think the first time I teared up was when Cam goes over to Dusty's for dinner and like with his parents and everything, and his parents super like loving, normal, very supportive parents, and her parents are very much not. Her parents are very rich. Her parents have high expectations for her that she can never meet and stuff like that. She goes over and his parents are like super nice to her, and she's just kind of like, wow, this is like what a normal family is like. And that like made me tear up a little bit.
His parents kind of saw that too.
Yeah, I think they knew because they asked her like, oh, like if we come to your soccer games, like will we meet your parents? And she's like, oh, well, my parents are kind of like really busy because our parents never went to any of her soccer games. So I think that's when they like kind of knew, and so they were like, okay, we need to like shower her with parental affection because she doesn't have a lot of it. A lot of the flashbacks when I knew like it was leading up to them like having that breakup, that made me tear up a lot. When he reads his note out loud in class declaring his love for her, that made me tear up. But the moment that made me sob was the extended epilogue.
Let's talk about it.
Oh,
let's talk
my
about that.
God. Lyla. I lost my damn mind. I literally texted you and I was like, I have snot running down my face right now. The extended epilogue is from Emmy's point of view. So we go back to like the book that started it all, which I love. I love that.
I know.
The morning of her wedding, and she goes up to where they have like a memorial site for her mom, who like passed before the series started, right? So she goes up to like kind of talk to her mom before she gets married. And then all of her brothers come up and her dad comes up and they're all,
it's a moment.
I sobbed.
It's a moment.
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't cry, but my heart was...
How did you not cry?
I don't know.
Are you not a crier?
I am. I do cry.
I couldn't even see the page.
I do cry. I don't know. I don't have a reason. But it was emotional.
Yeah, it was.
Like I was like getting choked up. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
No. It was a really beautiful way to just
like
complete
wrap up
everything.
Yeah. The whole
Another thing. When Lyla was discussing her books, she did say there are some novellas that are going to come out.
Yes. I'm so excited.
Of Rebel Blue. And one is on Amos. And she said, is that one the prequel?
Yeah. So it's
Like,
going to be
this
like
is, like-
him and Stella. Yeah.
I think that's...
Which is going to be heartbreaking.
That's going to...
Yeah.
Take me out. It's going to take me out. I already know it. We are very excited.
Yeah.
For her other... What is it? Is it going to be a series, like a duology?
I think it's just a duology for Sweetwater Peak is like where it takes place. Which she did say that there was 3 Easter eggs in this one for Sweetwater Peak. Did you catch them all?
No.
Okay, so I did while I was reading it, because I knew already that was going to be the next series. So there's one where she talks about that there's a big antique mall an hour away or something in a place called Sweetwater Peak. So they talk about an antique mall there. I think maybe that Teddy likes to go or something like that. And then the horse that Riley is riding is named Sweetwater Peak. And then she also mentions like an uncle. I forget in what kind of point she mentions. It's in Emmy's extended epilogue from her point of view. I think she mentions that like her main family is here. She said she has an uncle that keeps to himself that lives in Sweetwater Peak. I clocked all of those.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I know. I'm so freaking excited for that. It's gonna be more like spooky vibes, like ghost town, western.
Which
vibes.
I love anything spooky.
Yeah, I know you do.
And she said that the covers are gonna be same artists.
Yeah.
But different, like
Different vibes.
she said specifically as if like you wear eyeliner or something.
Oh yeah, she was
Something
like
like
it's
that.
like the older sister that like has
Yeah.
like perfect like eyeliner. Yeah. Another thing that I did want to mention,
Mm-hmm.
I love so much about this. This feels like fated mates for contemporary romance. You know that they're made for each other. You know that they're supposed to be soulmates. And like no matter what, like if they get separated, you know, like they'll always come back to each other. So it feels like fated mates for contemporary romance for me. And I really, 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 really love that. Like a lot. I could feel it the whole book.
I like that though.
I know, yeah. What other, I forget what book it was that made me feel that way. Do you want to rank them?
Oh boy. Okay.
I feel like that would be hard, actually. I asked
just-
you that,
I
and now I'm
like
like, I don't know
all
if
of
I
them.
could, to be honest. This one might be my favorite because I just love them so much.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, okay.
I can't do it.
I don't think I can
I
either.
thought about it and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I think they're all equally good. Like certain series you can definitely rank and be like, no, I like this book more because of this, and so on and so forth. But I feel like with the Rebel Blue series, it's just they all have something special.
Yeah.
And they're all really good. They're all different and they're all special.
I also really, really love how all of the siblings and everything, like you really see like the love and how they all fit together with the whole family, and how like they care for each other's, like their brothers and sisters, partners as well. They love their siblings' spouses too, like with the same amount of love. And it's like, it's just so, I love seeing the whole family dynamic in this series as well.
Lyla does a really great job with writing it all out. Because with a lot of characters, it could be very
Like hard to keep all the characters straight. Is that what you're trying to
like
say?
it's like it could get overwhelming.
Yeah.
With all like a lot of characters, but I think it's all balanced out.
Yeah.
In each book. And freaking Daddy Amos.
I know. Oh my god. Every time he opens his mouth, I want to cry. Whenever he goes and like gives anybody like fatherly advice, I'm like, oh my god, here we go.
This man deserves everything.
I
He deserves the
know.
world.
I know. The way that she does write these characters is so like one character does something and you're like, oh yeah, that's like a total West thing to do. like they all have their like very unique personalities, but they're also very much, you're like, okay, we're in this book, and in Wild and Wrangled we do get a lot of interaction between Wes and Ada with Dusty and Cam, and I just love how like Cam and Ada are so similar, so they're like very much a part of this book too. When Cam goes over to talk to Ada about the whole house buying thing, and she's like upset, you know, and Wes is like talking her back, like it's such like, you're like, of course this is exactly what Wes would say. And you know, he texted Ada immediately and Ada was like, I'll be right there. Like, it's totally like, we're not even in that book, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember exactly how his character would react to something like this. And it's just like, yeah, it's like so so a very clear like character personality for
and
each
distinct.
person.
Yeah. Even when Wes was talking her through how her process was with finding out about the whole Dusty owning the house, yes, Wes would say that, and the readers are kind of like, thank God he's like putting some sense into her, because I was like, Cam, tone it down a little bit, just a little bit. You're kind of doing too much. And then when Ada comes in, she's like, you better not leave Dusty.
She's like, Ada clocked immediately that she knew Cam was just scared. And I just love that, like, those are, like, Cam and Ada are two different characters totally. Emmy and Teddy have their thing. And I love how Cam and Ada's personalities, like, mesh so well together, too, that they each also have a girl best friend also in the series. So I really liked that a lot.
No, I loved it.
Yeah.
I love friendship. Friendship and well-written friendship. Yeah.
And they both were like, both Cam and Ada were both kind of like, I never really had girlfriends before. Everyone should read it. About the event, I do want to say that Lyla is like freaking hilarious. We've gone to the event for every book for the Rebel Blue series, and she is so funny. Like, she kills me every time. Like, it goes so off the rails after, like, especially when people ask questions, but also her with BK Morrison,
the chemistry between them. They're always flirting together. And BK's husband better watch out. That's all I'm saying.
I know. They're so funny together.
Hilarious.
Like, I can't.
Like, they really are good with, like, bouncing off of each other. So, like, if one of them says, like, something, like, completely unhinged, the other one is just, like, right there with her. I remember laughing a lot with the, what was it? The Lost and Lasso? Was that the event that she did?
It was Swift and Saddled, but they kept talking about Gus because that was the next one. Because Tessa Bailey did the Lost and Lassoed one.
Okay, so with Swift and Saddled.
Yeah.
Right? Is it that one or is it Done and Dusted? We did Done and Dusted too.
Yeah.
But then who would do Swift and Saddled?
I thought it was BK because Tessa was last time.
So who did Done and Dusted?
I don't remember. Maybe it was just some other person. I think it was just like, I don't think it was another author. Yeah, so I was like, who did the Done and Dusted event? No, there was no Done and Dusted event. We're just like,
The Lulu. There wasn't.
the first event we went to was Swift and Saddled with BK, and then Lost and Lassoed was with Tessa, and this one was with BK again. Yeah.
We were thinking, I was like, why can't I remember? Because there wasn't any.
Yeah. Well, there was in my head.
Well,
Anyway.
she came back, and they're both hilarious together. We love the series, and we're excited for Sweetwater Peak.
I'm so excited.
I want to know what the cover looks like.
Yeah.
Which I think it's going to be very soon, because she did tease it. She said, like, maybe a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think she
very
said
soon.
after, well, she said after the tour was over.
She said very
so I don't know when
soon.
the tour is over. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. Give it to me now. I will read anything that she writes.
Thank you, Lyla.
Yeah. That's all we have for Wild and Wrangled. Yeah, if you have not read a cowboy romance, or if you have not read the Rebel Blue Ranch series, I think you should. The series was my first like cowboy romance, and
Same.
I freaking love it. It's so good. This is like one of my favorite series ever. So definitely read it.
Go read it.
Yay.
Yay. Bye.
Bye.